Why some people treat their birthday like just another day. The birthday ambush and anxiety. Why do we celebrate birthdays? Long ago, it was about survival. Making it another year was a real win against sickness and danger. But today, it's a performance. You have to be the main actor, you have to be happy, you have to take photos. But what if the spotlight feels like a threat? Think about the office birthday party. You're standing in the middle of a room. 15 coworkers are staring at you, singing off key, while you freeze, not knowing where to look. For many people, that's not fun. It feels like an ambush. Psychologists call this center of attention anxiety. Research shows that for anxious or highly sensitive people, having all eyes on you can trigger your brain's fear center. Your brain treats that attention like danger you need to escape from. Susan Cain explains this well in her book, Quiet. She says introverts don't hate people. Their nervous systems just get overwhelmed by too much stimulation. So when you skip the party, you're not being a downer. You're just protecting your peace. But sometimes the reason goes deeper than being an introvert. The hidden wound of emotional neglect. Pause for a second. Think back to your earliest birthdays. Were they full of love? Or did they feel broken? Maybe your parents struggled with money and you could feel their stress, so you pretended you didn't want a cake just to protect them. Or maybe you sat by the window in your best clothes waiting for a parent who promised to come, and they never showed up. There is a heavy silence when a child waits to be celebrated and no one comes. In his book, The Body Keeps the Score, Drs. Bessel van der Kolk explains that trauma isn't just bad things that happen to you. It's also the good things that didn't happen when you needed them. When a child's emotional needs are ignored, they learn a painful survival trick. They stop needing. You grow up believing you're not the kind of person who gets celebrated. You treat your birthday like a normal day because long ago you learned that just being you wasn't enough to stop the world. Expectations and the crash. Then there's the weight of expectations. Why do we often feel sad on our birthdays? Psychologists call it affective forecasting. It means humans are really bad at predicting how future events will make us feel. Society says your birthday should be the happiest day of the year, but when your expectations are that high, reality usually hits hard. Studies show that the more you hype the day, the harder you crash when it's just normal. You expect a movie-like life-changing day. Instead, you do laundry, go to work, and check your phone to see who remembered to text. That emotional drop hurts, so you learn to adapt. You set zero expectations, zero hype, zero hurt. The defense mechanism, and honestly, a pretty smart one. The clock and the freedom of opting out, finally. There's the weight of time itself. In his book, The Denial of Death, Ernest Becker argued that almost everything humans do, including throwing loud parties, is a way to distract ourselves from the fact that we're running out of time. For some people, birthday candles don't look like a celebration. They look like a ticking clock. And celebrating time moving forward feels like a lie they can't accept. But here's a truth almost no one talks about. Some people treat their birthday as ordinary not because they're broken, but because they are wise. What if refusing to play along is actually a sign of real freedom? Ancient Stoic philosophers taught that a wise person doesn't need outside validation. If your self-worth depends on Facebook notifications and cake, you're renting your self-esteem from the world. That's a fragile way to live. To treat your birthday like any other day might just mean your inner world is so strong you no longer need an award to feel real. You exist. That's enough. So here's your moment of honesty. When your birthday comes, what do you feel in your body? Is it a tight chest and a sense of dread? That's the wound. And that wound is asking to be healed. Healing might mean taking a scary step next year, telling just one person you trust that your birthday has always felt invisible, and letting them celebrate you. Or, do you feel a deep, quiet calm, a small smile at the thought of drinking coffee alone, needing nothing from anyone? That's peace. Don't let anyone guilt you into a party you don't want. You fought for that stillness. It's sacred. The world will tell you that you have to be loud to be normal, but you don't owe the world a performance. If this video spoke to you, if you're the person who treats their birthday like a whisper, let me know in the comments. Just write, I get it. Or tell me which side you're on, the pain or the peace. If there's someone in your life who always hides their birthday, share this video with them. Not to call them out, but to quietly say, I see you and I understand. This is Honest Psyche. Subscribe if you prefer clarity over comfort. Hit the bell for our next conversation. Until then, remember, you don't owe the world a performance, but you do owe yourself the truth.